Alrighty. Round 2 for Demulant and Poison. How's everybody doing? Give me a oh yeah. Oh yeah in chat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. I've been told that Demulant won round 1. I'm not necessarily surprised. However, Poison is an incredible player as well. Both these guys are really good. I know Demulant was an any percent player for quite a while, has a really good time in any percent, and recently switched to 100% and has climbing his way through the ranks pretty quickly. Okay, looks like they're getting going. Round 2 for Demulant and Poison. How's everybody doing? Give me a oh yeah in chat. Oh yeah. Sounds like one of the runners has the commentary unmuted. I hear myself twice. That's okay. Okay, so intro. We got 2 Bs. We got some platforming. Relatively simple, straightforward stage. A lot of optimization, though. You want to take a certain amount of damage from these Bs to line yourself up to skip the Vile cutscene at the end. Yeah, sorry about that, Berlin. Hopefully we can... Actually, you know what? I can probably switch the audio. No, I can't. Okay, my bad. Okay. So they look like they're right next to each other. Jumping and shooting, preparing for task cars here. Looks like they both have enough life for task cars. Poison opting to not go for it, but Demulant going for it. Riding on the cars slightly faster. Oh, I was wrong. Poison used the third car to get there just a little bit quicker. I've never even thought to do that. Demulant getting a not optimal ship placement there, but not that big of a deal. And Vile coming down off the platform nearly at the exact same time for both racers. This is the first tournament that I've actually been a part of in any sort of speed gaming event, and it's sort of amazing how often the players are sort of synced up. There hasn't really been any sort of, as far as I've seen, there hasn't really been any sort of upset where someone's really far behind. The races have all been really close, and I really think that's a testament to this community and how much effort and love they put into this game. All right, Poison entering Chill Penguin, Demulant right behind. Yep, effort and love. Substall Ocean. Looking good. Hitting those slope jumps. Killing those bunnies. The slope jumps are important here. X walking down the slope is slightly faster than X walking on a straight platform. When you jump, you maintain that speed, so it actually pushes you a little bit farther forward than you would be if you were just walking. Poison having some issues here on this ledge. Demulant also having issues on the ledge. Looks like he picked it up though, no problem. And we're about to get dash, which this is pretty much where the game starts. I think that both of these runners are probably going to go for no stop hallway here, which is sort of a precise movement where you stick your buster between those two enemies at the top of that ledge and shoot at the precise moment to kill both of them with one shot. Poison getting it, Demulant not getting it. It's not that big of a time loss if you go for it and you don't get it, as long as you don't let it get to your head that you failed it. It's really easy to start going down like a dark tunnel in this game once you start bonking things and making mistakes. So keeping a clear head, I think, is just as hard in this game as the game itself. I'm sure a lot of speedruns are like that. Keeping a calm head. Cool head? What's that phrase? Looking like okay RNG so far with this fight. What you don't want to see is Penguin sliding, since while he's sliding, he is invulnerable. Looks like the damage is pretty lined up here, though, on both sides. Poison finishing the fight just a little bit quicker than Demulant. Let's see here. Yeah, a second and a half. Maybe 2 seconds apart right now. Very close. Coming into Quanger for Iceless. I'm actually not entirely sure which routes these runners take. I'm pretty sure Demulant is doing C3. Poison, I would think, would be doing C3. Unfortunately, I don't get enough time to watch these guys as much as I'd like during normal circumstances. A good commentator would do their homework, but I guess that's that means I'm not a good commentator. Looking really good, flowing through these areas, not taking any damage so far from the turtles until the optimal spot to take the damage. Unfortunately, Demulant did take some extra damage there, which could be problematic in the Quanger fight if it goes awry. Oh, Berlin coming through in chat to let me know that they both do C3, and I'm not surprised on that. They're shooting at each other. That is incredible. Okay. Poison getting some gap jump action there, and they're pretty much lined up. Poison getting some more optimal movement than, or rather, Demulant getting more optimal movement than Poison, so he did just take the lead. But at this point, it's so early. Going for Iceless here. Second try, third try. This jump is very, very precise. It's very unforgiving. I feel like the more you the more you attempt it and the more you fail, the easier it is to start what I call flailing, where you sort of lose your finesse and you just start slapping the controller. You just slap it. You just slap the controller and hope that you get the trick. It looks like they both got it on the same attempt, which is awesome. Which because it puts them still right next to each other. Fights starting nearly at the same time. Poison getting Tango and Demulant getting Tango as well, which is optimal since you want to force Kuwanger to sort of headbang with you there, making it so you can do the proper amount of DPS. Fight ends pretty much at the same time. Slap it. That's right, Sammy. You slap it. Come on. their split timer is actually not 100% lined up, and I do think that their helmet dings were at the exact same time. So it's hard to tell. I wish I could like use my left eye to look at Demulant and then use my right eye to look at POISONCURLS, but I can't quite do that with my eyes. So I'm looking back and forth to try to figure that out. But the numbers are moving too quick. I just can't. Both of them getting a drop on their first attempt there. Unfortunately, Demulant falls down the pit and fails the C3 trick, the C3 Phantom grab. Port needs the chameleon eyes, definitely. Demulant coming back into the stage, attempting C3 again, which is a Phantom grab. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to break the blocks and get through, so looks like he's moving on, and he's going to do a revisit on the stage instead. Which in a race atmosphere, I think is a really good decision to make. Poison cleaning up GBD pretty quickly and getting the capsule upgrade, and Demulant making quick work of GBD as well. Poison moving through the rest of the stage pretty quickly here. Getting this extra life pickup purposefully, not just because it's fancy, but it's required to get the Hadoken without farming for lives. You could farm for lives on another stage, but getting that life is free, so there's no point not to do it here. Demulant opting for mech strats, taking damage specifically on that one cricket to damage boost through the other mech. And you're going to see him do it again here. Very clean. And the chameleon fight with boomerangs is unbelievably easy. The only problem here could be if you don't have enough ammo. Having to rely on buster shots here on this fight is pretty problematic since he can teleport just like Kwanger. Not optimal. Allowing him to teleport is far from optimal. Both of them having enough ammo to go for something called CFO and not seeing that happen. But that's okay. I don't think it's really that much of a time save. Let's see here. Poison entering Eagle now. He is pulling ahead. That death on Chameleon for Demulant put him back a little bit, especially because he has to go do the revisit. But anything could happen, honestly. Poison setup for Carpet's really good, and it doesn't happen. It looked good to me. I'm not sure what happened there. If Demulant gets Carpet, it could put them back pretty much equal. Looks like he's going to get it, and he failed. Apparently, I don't understand this trick. It looked good to me. Maybe he was a little bit far forward, and Poison was a little bit too far back. The pixel placement there is very specific. I personally don't do the trick, so that could be why I'm not understanding why they didn't get it. But honestly, it looked like they both should have gotten it to me. But that's fine. Making easy work of the rest of the stage. Not dying twice on Eagle. We like to see people not dying twice on Eagle. Poison grabbing that extra heart, or not extra heart, extra life up, which is smart. Oh, right. That's a good point. Thanks, Kami. Yeah, they don't... My bad. I mentioned CFO earlier. That requires you to have the Buster upgrade, which they don't have in this route. Sorry about that. Misinformation. Get this guy out of here. We need better commentators. I don't know. I apologize for giving misinformation. Poison cleaning up Eagle really easily with C-Sting. Pretty optimal. A couple dives, but really not that big of a deal with this weapon. Same thing on Demulant's side. One final hit, and there you go. All right, Poison now entering Mammoth, and yeah, chat will be taking over commentary. You can't rely on this clown to give proper information. Yeah, and actually that's great too. If I do make a mistake, please correct me in chat. You will not hurt my feelings. It may sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I just practice sounding like I know what I'm talking about, so that way in any conversation I can know what I'm talking about. You know, it's that's the way it goes. Pretty clean movement by both players here. Demulant taking the top route, which is super clean. Love to see that. Both of them having no issues getting up into the capsule. That capsule entryway can be a run killer, and fortunately we did not see that happen. They got it no problem. Poison missing the Phantom Grab for that heart. You can use the sub-tank to Phantom Grab the heart that's below that platform, but not really that big of a deal. He can just use the boomerangs to collect it. Looks like we're having some issues with Demulant's stream there. He should be back momentarily. Poison flying through the pipes with the charge C-Sting ability, weapon, attack, whatever you want to call it. We could call it the cheater gun. I think that's a thing. People like to call it the cheater gun. And honestly, you know what? It is a cheater gun. You know, makes half the game platforming. Not even a challenge. But that's this route. So optimal jumps here on the Mammoth fight and jumping to the middle of the screen. It's important to jump to the middle of the screen or be as close to the middle of the screen as possible in the boss fights. In Mega Man X1, which is the game that you're watching right now, X has to be in the middle to like finish his little fanfare. X2 and I'm pretty sure X3. I haven't played X3 in quite a while. You don't need to be in the middle, so it doesn't matter. Poison doing his revisit on Penguin after Mammoth, which I think is optimal, since it requires like one less input for level select. Demulant stream coming out of the freeze, but Poison's stream now unfortunately frozen. Luckily they're on the same stage, so you'll get to see the rest of this stage where Poison's stream is frozen. Really clean movement here by Demulant. Using C-Sting to get through with no problem. Poison with the payback splice. Oh my god. Really clean revisit by Demulant. And I'm excited to see where Poison is after he comes out of this lockup here. I'm assuming he'll be somewhere in Mandrill. Yep, there it is. So Poison is still ahead, using C-Sting to get through this hallway. Demulant dropping down this ladder, going for the sub-tank, getting it no problem. Oh, Poison missing his second tornado attack on the on Thunder Slimer. Not optimal, obviously, but not really that big of a deal. He's still going to be ahead. Really clean movement otherwise. Missing... Alright, somebody in chat, is it like Paul's Heart? Is that what it's called? P-A-U-L-S? Heart? Paul's Heart? Poison going for it, not getting it. Let's see if Demulant goes for it. Gets the turtle kill, and looks like he got it. Yep. It's called Balls Heart. You're... You know what, Juice? You know? Paul Hart. Okay. Right. So Demulant got Paul Hart. Poison unfortunately did not. It's a little bit quicker that way, since you're jumping off that little platform on the left, and it just allows you to progress through that little room without without jumping on that right wall to throw the boomerang up to get the heart. It's just a little bit quicker. Poison's still in the lead here, finishing up the fight. Demulant just starting the fight. Since they both have the shoulder pads and take half damage, you see Demulant dashing into the enemy there to put himself in an invulnerable state, so he can be right on top of him to shoot him at the exact moment that he needs to be able to shoot him. That's one of the perks of C3, having the shoulder pads during some of the boss fights. Both of them entering Dillo. Poison going for a Phantom Grab here, and getting the Phantom Grab. Awesome. Let's get another oh yeah from chat for Poison's Phantom Grab. Easy, Juice says. It's not easy. It's not easy. Don't let him fool you. Demulant opting to not go for it, I think. I wasn't 100% watching his side. I'm not sure if he just didn't get a drop, so he pulled out of the trick or not. Demu got robbed. Dang. Taking a hit, taking a bonk from the bat. Such disrespect from that bat. Poison getting no stop heart. The swaggiest of the swaggy hearts. Demulant also will be going for no stop heart and also getting it. Alright, both of them coming into the fight there. Coming across that pit off of the cart, they're taking a big leap so that they see the life container at the cliff at the top of the stage right at the end. That's done on purpose, since it is a trigger for the first visit for Hadoken. You'll see later in this run they revisit the stage and kill themselves in that pit in order to fulfill the requirements to make the Hadoken capsule spawn right up on that cliff. Poison's still in the lead here after the fight. Oh, it looks like we had a little bit of a lockup on Poison's side, but he's back, coming into Octopus. Poison moving pretty quickly here through this stage. Honestly, the more I play this stage, the more I like it. It's got a good flow. There's lots of opportunity of death, however. You can land in these spikes down here. You can get sucked by the octopus into the spikes where Poison is right now. But, you know, I mean, these guys have been playing this game for quite a while. It's unlikely for that to happen. They could probably play this stage with their eyes closed, which I would love to see, actually. So yeah, runners, if you want to put blindfolds on now, that'd be pretty incredible for the rest of the match. If not, I completely understand. Not sure what happened with Demulant. Looked like his movement got a little bit messed up there and went for a slower ship kill. Poison getting the heart, no problem. Demulant coming down to kill the snake to get the heart. If you watch Demulant side for a second, you'll see him jump into this little mini-boss area and shoot a tornado into the ground, seemingly into nothing. to kill another snake that's spawning there underground. One of the things that I like about the stage, to be honest, is that part. Poison seeing one whirlwind attack, getting out of it really cleanly. And pretty clean fight. Pretty clean fight on Poison's side. Let's see what happens on Demulant here. Throwing a dome to the right side there. It's okay. No whirlwinds. No whirlwinds. Double whammy. Excellent. No whirlwinds on Demulant's side. Very good RNG. Still very close. Zero making an appearance. What's he been doing this whole time? You know, X is out here doing everything. And Zero's doing what? Just hanging out. Just hanging out. Poison on his first Dillo revisit. And he got the Phantom Grab right here for the sub-tank, so he's just going to fly right through there, no problem. Zero's collecting data? I don't know. Oh, that's right. Demulant is going back to revisit Chameleon to get this, to get his heart that he missed. Having some issues there on that ledge. That ledge is known for stealing stealing dashes. It's an interesting concept. Certain areas of the game just eating your input, and that's one of them. Proven just now by his the jumping up and down without the dash. Looks like he's going to go for booty here, Demulant, and doesn't get a drop, unfortunately, but is lined up perfectly with his charge. Looks like Poison got his first visit done. His first revisit, rather, which is technically the second visit. Demulant's movement is pretty good here, pretty clean. Using C-Sting to damage boost through all these. Well, it's not a damage boost, really. You're just invulnerable. Poison's second revisit. They're still really close. Anything could happen. The Sigma stages can be really unforgiving. You see Demulant jumping up and down. And let's see. Yeah, Poison also jumps up and down. The jumping up and down is not just for fun. It's actually making it so the birds don't spawn in that area. The birds that do spawn cause a massive amount of lag. So jumping up and down, having those birds not spawn is optimal. Poison should be coming through on his last visit here. The capsule should be spawning for him. All requirements have been fulfilled for 100% category at that point, and he just has to finish the game. And there it is. It is heartbreaking when you come on your final visit and the capsule isn't there. That generally means that one of your visits wasn't an actual visit. You didn't see the correct pixel behind the life container. You know, it happens every once in a while, I'm sure, to everybody. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just me. Okay, Poison on the first Sigma stage. Taking intentional bonks here by the turtles. Want to take a certain amount of damage before you get to the Vile fight, and it's sort of the same sequence as the intro stage. Which is actually sort of like good writing, you know. It's Poison picking up life by accident there is not optimal, because you're taking damage on purpose. You want to be at 6 or less health as quickly as possible through this area, so you can. Oh, almost grabbed another health. Love that the face cam's drawn too, because you get to see his reaction to that. Very close to grabbing that health. That would have been problematic. Not touching the floor there, coming through that door, allows you to skip the cutscene, and making it to that second door while the black box is still on your screen allows you to shoot this dome and then skip this cutscene. Demulant going for the leap of faith and getting it. which is a little bit faster than what you saw Poison do. Oh, and Demulant just avoiding a health drop as well. Which is the game just wants these guys to be healthy. All right, there you go. Demulant jumping from the left wall all the way to the door to skip the first cutscene. Poison getting the Hadoken on Vile with no problem. JP Old Games, not just you. Yeah. All right, Demulant skipping the cutscene with the rolling dome, getting stunned by Vile. Perfect. Poison through the bounce house. Looking pretty clean. No damage on that first shield guy. Very nice. And zooming through this climb. Should make it to the top. Invulnerable, no problem. And a little fancy gap jump there for us at the end. No issue with Demulant Hadoken. Kuwanger goes down on Poison side, no problem. Using the C-Sting to get through this area so you don't take any damage. You want to be full life when you're coming into boss rooms so that you can use Hadoken. Hadoken requires you to be at 100% life. You could always use a sub-tank, but optimally you're just going fast enough and not taking damage where you don't need to use a sub-tank. Demulant also making it through the climb without taking damage. Excellent. And Poison getting the spider kill on the first descent. And we see a teleport by Kuwanger, but a really clean backup, forcing him into a headbang and then getting the Hadoken on the backup. Very nice. C-Sting through the hallway. Hopefully we see a clean spider kill on Demulant's side as well. Poison now in the second Sigma stage. Second Sigma stage is very short. Decent pattern on Spider for Demulant. Really easy read. Unfortunately not quite in the center, but that's, it's not that big of a deal. Poison getting the Penguin Hadoken easily. Penguin always does the same thing in that fight. He'll shoot one ice shard. Well, he starts his ice shard attack. He shoots the one that goes in a straight line across, and you simply just jump over it and land and then do your Hadoken. I have messed that up probably 1,000 times. I say simply, but it's really not that simple. All the the tricks in the game, there's so much excuse me, there's so much tech involved in this game. Even if you played 98% of the game as well as you possibly could at your level, that 2% could still be the difference between a PB or not. Because honestly, every second counts. And again, I'm sure it's that way with most speed games. I haven't been in any of those communities, so. Looking like Demulant's getting most of the gap jumps there. Poison getting a moving red eye, getting the Hadoken through the wall. That was glorious. Not able to kill that second eye before the doors close, but that's okay. We'll likely see I spoke too soon. He did not get the single cycle nose, which puts him back a little bit. Doors close again after the eye, and the last hit on the nose. Doesn't look like he's too happy about that. It looked like it was just a little bit too soon, so the nose was still invulnerable. Demulant coming into Rangda now. Let's see his RNG. Green eye. We hate to see the green eye. I feel like I really haven't got to see Demulant play too much, but I feel like every single time I watch him play, he gets the green eye. Oh, you're not full life, Demulant. Oh, he was trying to do Hadokens on the blue eyes, but he's not full life. That's unfortunate. Should be pretty easy to pick this back up, though. Missing some shots there on the eye. Finishing it up, though. A little bit of a little bit, there's a few issues there on Demulant's side on Rangda, but that's the way it goes with Rangda. It's a tough fight. It's a tough fight. Unfortunately, I didn't see if Poison got Dillo Skip. I'm assuming he did since he's already on Chameleon, landing the Air Hadoken with no issue. I like to say Air Hadoken is the easiest trick in the game, but I get yelled at by the other runners because it's not really that easy. Yeah, stall. Yeah, he always gets the green eyes, man. That's crazy. Poison going for YOLO Hadoken, but taking some damage from the Spark. That's not really that big of a deal because he can use the Boomerang to get the life in this water area before the next fight. Having some trouble there getting it, opting to skip it. He's going to use a sub-tank instead. Demulant getting Air Hadoken on Chameleon. I'm also missed the Dillo skip. I'm sure he got it since he's already at Chameleon. I'm just sort of judging by the time that it's taking them to get there. Nice kill on Octopus. All the problems that Octopus gives us in these runs, it's a good feeling just taking him out with a Hadoken to the face. To the face. Demulant not having any issues manipulating those fish to be facing the correct way to do the sweeper. And Poison stream looks like it's having a little bit of a... Okay, we're back. Never mind, I spoke too soon. No issues with Octopus on Demulant's side. Poison's coming into D-Rex. You're going to see him slide towards D-Rex, jump, and then hopefully get the Hadoken. Well, okay, he got the backup. So optimally, you're gonna perform Hadoken as you land on the bottom piece. You can stand on that bottom piece without taking damage, which allows you to use your Hadoken. Unfortunately, it did not go off, but he was able to get the backup pretty quickly. Demulant flying through the rest of this stage, killing Mammoth with no problem. And getting Domdoken. So on Demulant's side, you just saw him get the Domdoken. That's what I was describing earlier. Sig 4 is where Poison is right now. Is pretty easy. You interrupt the dog's attack with your charge shot, dash towards him, and Hadoken, killing him pretty quickly. And then Sigma comes down and whips his lightsaber out, kill him pretty quickly with a Hadoken as well. We have all missed the Hadoken on the Jedi, and it's heartbreaking. Poison coming up to the final boss here, and unfortunately looking like Poison stream froze again. We might come back to him already done, but we'll see. Sort of the worst time for a freeze, but that's okay. Oh, one hit left on the Poison side, and he's done. 36-37. Demulant having no issue with both of the Hadokens. Preparing to take out the final boss here. It's a time for silence. Sort of peaceful, just watching Sigma get his face just shot with a dome over and over again. Let's get some GGs in chat. GGs. 37-13 by Demulant. That was a really good hand RNG. He just was swinging his hands around, not doing nothing. That was great. So that's 1-1. Looking like we're gonna have another round. I'm not sure. Yeah, done. Let's try to get them in quick to talk if they want to. They may just want to hop right into round 3 here. It looks like Poison's taking a break. Actually, that sounds like a good idea, taking a break. Sammy, you already know everything about this game. Actually, that's a good point to bring up, though. If anybody has any questions about what's going on, definitely ask. I know there's a lot of runners in chat. They'll be able to explain something if I don't explain it well enough. Or if I give you the improper information. I'm actually relatively new at the game. I've only been playing for like 5 or 6 months at this point, so you know, some of the things that I could be saying, or some of the things that I say could be wrong. That's all I'm saying. So if I do say something wrong, please feel free to correct me in chat. Other runners, I'd appreciate it. Fly, C3. Yeah. Thanks, Poison. Yeah, we should be setting up here for round 3 coming up shortly. We'll probably end up having the runners come in to talk after that. C3 explanation. It sucks. That's correct. That is correct. If you haven't yet, since we have some downtime, feel free to head on over to the channels of both of these runners and slap that follow button right in the face. They're both incredible runners at all the games that they play. I know Demulant is mainly running X still for some reason, even though his time is incredible. Give me a chance to catch up, Demulant. And I know Poison runs some classic Mega Man, but the Game Boy versions. He has been running X, though, to prepare for the tournament. Either way, these guys put their hearts into what they're doing, and they're both incredible to watch. Okay, looks like we might be getting ready here for round 3. Doing some stretching. Love it. Love to see it. Everybody do some stretching. I'm going to do some stretching. Thank you for the stretching prompt, Poison. Oh my lord, my shoulders crackling, my back crackling. Commentator, why should runners not split on the pose on the Hado split? I'm assuming you mean why should runners not split on the pose? Juice. And I'm giving you flack for misspeaking because how dare you judge me for when I split. It's a personal choice when you split. All right, round 3, getting going here. Back on the highway. Let's see some GLs in chat. GL, good luck to the runners. Alright, shooting the blue dudes, shooting the flying guys. Having no problems getting through, no damage taken so far, that's optimal. You don't really want to take any damage other than from the bees until you get to the cars at the end. Looking pretty equal here still. Poison looking for a health drop for safety. Not getting it. Getting what he was afraid of, the single bonk B. Looking to have enough life for task cars, but I think making that decision wasn't worth it time-wise, but we'll see what happens. Right? Interesting. What's the dodgeball for? Anyway, you know, the interesting strategy. We'll see if it pays off, right? Demulant setting up for task cars here. Poison not too far behind. He didn't really lose too much time. Demulant having no issues getting task cars set up and getting onto that front car. Poison also having no issues getting it set up. I spoke too soon. The front car turned around. He said, "See ya." No, Poison did not die. There was just some unoptimal movement trying to get some backup health. Demulant's Vile said, "See you later. I'm going to go to Mars real quick." And he jumped off the screen, which actually bodes well for Poison. Was able to catch up a little bit there. Zero once again coming in to save the day. I think at one point I wanted to grow my hair out and wear armor and just be Zero, you know, when I was like 7. Okay, Demulant coming in to chill Penguin. Poison teleporting out of the intro. Gonna be going into Penguin. Oh no, Poison with the misclick. He accidentally selected Octopus. And I'm really interested to see how he handles this situation. I'm assuming he's going to go for a game over. He is going for a game over. That's going to put him back. We're going to have to see some a pretty big mistake on Demulant's side here for Poison to be able to catch back up. Not sure why. Not sure why Juice is talking about me being bald. I'm not sure what that has to do with the run. But I appreciate the interaction, you know. Okay, Poison getting the game over, getting into Chill Penguin. He is about, I would say, roughly about 2 minutes behind at this point. Demulant has the dash. I didn't get to see if he got no stop hallway, but flying through nonetheless, climbing up these slopes, killing these snowball throwing clowns, getting into the boss door, no problem. Pretty good movement on Demulant's side. Poison with the more traditional Mega Man movement here. Since you don't have dash, you're just jumping and shooting. Using the slopes to propel yourself forward with the slope jump tech. You know you're on good pace in that little area if you are about to get hit by that bat right at the end that follows you through the whole area. Looks like Demulant's RNG has been okay for Penguin so far, and just finishing up the Penguin fight. We'll get a chance to see if Poison gets no stop. And he gets it. Easiest trick in the game, honestly. Not really sure why JuiceBoy425 messes it up all the time, but hey, you know, we all have our curses. Anyway, Poison moving on through the stage, doing a nice little swag slope jump there to get up on that pillar, which is more optimal than jumping off of it. Unfortunately bonking that last guy, but that's fine. Not really that big of a deal. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Juice. All right, Demulant come through the turtles on Kuwanger. You take that bonk intentionally to damage boost through that fourth turtle, so that was pretty optimal. Let's see. Poison's getting some slides from Penguin. You never want to see him slide. Can't do damage to him when he's sliding. You want to do anything literally anything other than sliding is what you want to see, no matter what it is. Looks like unfortunately we got a little problem on Poison's side again. Should clear up pretty quickly here for you. Demulant on the outer climb on Kuwanger, getting the nice kick off the wall, which is a little bit quicker there. Coming up that like second ladder area, nice gap jump, and coming up on Iceless. He got the first try, Iceless. I need another oh yeah for first try Iceless for Demulant. Chat, give me a oh yeah. First, okay, well now he's having a little bit of a problem in the inner climb, but that's okay. I still want that oh yeah. Poison's movement pretty optimal here. Coming up on the turtles. Missing the dash jump. Shouldn't have too much of an issue getting through the rest. Taking that bonk. Waiting the missiles out, which is a good decision. Demulant getting Tango, no problem. And Demulant's fight was pretty optimal. Poison coming up the elevator. Not sure if I mentioned the elevator spike glitch this last round or not, but you can pretty much you can jump off the inner wall of the spike wall, which actually tricks the game into thinking X like took damage, and then you can push yourself right up against the wall the rest of the way up, and pretty much just stand there and not have to really do anything. Poison on Iceless jump now, getting it on his third try, I think it was, and heading up the inner climb. Having a little bit of issues both sides with the inner climb. Not having too much life going into Kuwanger is a little nerve-wracking. If you don't get him into his Tango manipulation state, it's very easy to die, in my opinion, on this fight. So hopefully he can get him into Tango with no problems. Demulant cleaning up GBD. Oh man, I wasn't watching to see if Demulant got C3. Or does he go for it after the... No, he goes for it first. Chat, somebody help me. Did Demulant get C3? Oh, Poison coming into the fight with full health. He must have messed Tango up. God, I'm really struggling to watch both these guys. They're just moving so quick. I can't focus. All right. Not getting Tango again on Poison's side. Getting the backup Tango, though. Good to get the backup Tango. Obviously not optimal to not get it right away, but that's okay. Now that he's at half health, he shouldn't have too much of an issue. You sort of just stand in the center of the stage and wait for him to appear and take him out. Demulant with the mech strats through the swamp again, looking clean as last time. Okay, thanks, Fly. Yep. So Demulant skipped the C3 trick altogether, and he's just going to rely on the revisit, which I think it's a great strategy, to be honest. I personally don't do this route, but if I ever do the route, I might end up starting with what's called the Ghetto C3, which is the revisit version, just because it's a little bit safer. Having the correct amount of ammo on the chameleon fight makes that fight very easy. Poison going for C3 here, the Phantom grab, and does not get it. We'll see if he goes for it again here. Demulant going into Eagle. We should... I think round 2, both runners did not get Carpet, so we'll see if Demulant gets Magic Carpet here for us. Poison accidentally collecting the ammo. You have to have something in your boomerang for this trick to work, so if you accidentally collect the thing that you're juggling, it obviously does not work. And unfortunately, Poison does not get the second try. Going in again to continue. Demulant did get the Magic Carpet. Looking pretty good, flying through Eagle. Alright, let's see. He got the drop, gets the juggle, gets the third juggle, and gets C3. No, that trick is that hard. It is a run killer. It is a very high level trick. And it's honestly really respectable that both these runners are even going for it in the tournament. I think that even if I ran C3, I'm not sure if I would do that route in a race. Maybe that's just because I'm a little baby. Poison cleaning up GBD, no issues. Getting into the capsule. And Demulant now on Eagle using C-Sting to kill him as quick as you possibly can. Getting one dive and then a hover. Pretty clean fight. Pretty decent RNG. Best RNG is no dives. But with C-Sting, it's really not that big of a deal since you're doing 3 damage instead of 2 on him. Generally, well, not generally. In other routes, when you don't have C-Sting in that fight, you're relying on Dash Lemons that are doing 2 damage apiece. C-Sting allows you to do more damage, so better DPS and a faster kill. And less reliant on RNG. Poison flying through the mudslide. And Demulant now entering Mammoth. Okay. Decent capsule entryway. Perfect amount of boomerangs and a dash shot to finish him off. Poison, I think, not too happy with the outcome of his chameleon stage. Demulant going for the Phantom grab, looking really close, and he gets it. Yep, so the Phantom grab on this stage allows you to use the sub-tank to grab the heart that's right below where he just collected that sub-tank. Really cool stuff. Flying through the green pipes section with C-Sting. And Demulant entering the boss room. Poison going for a Magic Carpet Phantom grab. And, yep, look, I was going to say, it looks like he got it. If he didn't get it that time, I would have really questioned my judgment on what the trick is supposed to look like. So, good to see both runners getting this trick. And having a little bit of trouble getting back out of the hallway where the sub-tank was. But he corrected himself and pretty much got in the capsule room all right. Having a little bit of trouble with that platform, pushing him all over the place, but he recovered pretty good. Demulant out of the fight with no problems. Poison getting that safety life. Really smart. And Demulant in the Penguin revisit. And we're cruising through with Sea Sting. You get in the mech, you jump out of the mech, you use your flame wave to break the igloo, you get the heart, you leave the stage. It's just that easy. Good movement by Poison over here, breaking that turret, jumping over the second one, entering the boss fight. Demulant right now is in the lead. Demulant entering Mandrill. Knocking out these first few enemies with a little bit more of an advanced movement. A little bit faster than relying on Storm Tornado. And you're going to see him use his Charge Sea Sting to... nope, he's going for Zam Hallway. A little bit more entertaining, I think, than Sea Sting. Switching back and forth between your Buster and your Ice Shot. Pretty swagalicious. Poison finishing up Eagle, no problem. Entering Mammoth. Demulant getting through the mid-boss, no problems. Good movement here. Jumping through the dark. It's actually interesting, depending on your setup, on this stage in particular, it's possible that you can't see any of the backdrop information when it goes dark. With a more traditional setup, you can see a highlight of the platforms, but some people actually just see nothing, so you completely rely on muscle memory for that. Poison getting through the capsule entryway on Mammoth, no problem. That can oftentimes be a run killer if you end up breaking the bottom two blocks and then fall. If you fall after you break the bottom two blocks, you actually can't get back up there, so it requires some form of revisit, whether or not you reset or just come back later. Using the ice sled to jump up on that left ledge to get to the sub-tank, and close to the spot for the Phantom grab, but not quite. No problem. Continuing on with the boomerang, grabbing the heart, and keeping up the pace. Demulant having no issues with Mandrill, moving on. Some of us embrace the darkness. Yeah, JP, it's actually, some setups just don't display that information. So it's not a matter of brightness, it's a matter of the data just being, like, basically eaten up by the equipment that you're using. Going for Booty, almost getting it. Booty is the Phantom grab on Dillo to grab that sub-tank behind that wall. Had the drop, but couldn't connect with the wall in the correct spot to get Booty. Poison knocking out Mammoth, no problem. CRT for life. Yeah. I have a CRT, but it emits a whining sound, and it's just not worth it. The CRT whine is just not worth it for me. Demulant getting the no-stop heart on Dillo, and Poison getting into the Penguin revisit. Jumping up and down on that cart to avoid the birds spawning, and making sure to see that life container up at that top right of the screen to ensure the first visit for Hadoken. Looks like Poison did take some damage on the revisit. But he's, other than that, moving through pretty easily. Demulant getting pretty decent RNG on Dillo and taking him out. Dillo is actually one of the fights that, if you get bad RNG, it could be a huge problem, because the way he bounces around the room, he can either do it like twice, or he can do it. Pretty sure the record right now is 32 times. So imagine sitting there watching him bounce around 32 times, unable to do anything. That's what we call speed gaming, baby. Okay, Demulant getting into Octopus. Using a few different weapons to get through that spot optimally. Hitting C-Sting here to avoid any contact with those seahorses, and then allows you to stand inside this the submarine and just do the correct amount of damage to kill him. Fortunately, it looks like we got a little bit of an issue on Poison's side again. Same thing here on the second submarine on Demulant's side. Moving through really quickly. Going for a quick midship kill, and he gets it. I think when Poison gets back, we'll probably see him in Dillo, if I remember correctly. No, Mandrill. Way off. Right at the end of Mandrill, actually. Seems like the stage went pretty okay, if he's already at the end of it. No major problems. Both of them coming into their respective boss fights at the same time. That's pretty cool. You see Poison damage boosting off of Mandrill to optimize his movement and his DPS. And looking pretty optimal. Demulant going for like a corner strat there, which looked like it was working out well, but he's getting two whirlwind attacks, which is not optimal. But he did not get the infinite suck, so that's what we like to see. Actually pretty incredible that we've seen already in this tournament at least three players were trapped in Octopus's whirlwind attack. And if certain things happen in a certain way, you can actually get stuck in that ability, and it drains all of your life. You can't do anything about it. It's actually sort of rare that happens, so to see it 3 times in the tournament so far, it's pretty interesting. Poison getting a drop, but not getting booty. It's not really that big of a deal. Movement looking pretty good. Demulant is on his chameleon revisit. Now that there's water in the stage, you can just float right across to get that heart, no problem. And then exit the stage. Demulant now onto his Dillo revisits. Demulant unfortunately also not getting the Phantom Grab there. It's not the difference at this moment. It's not really the difference whether or not getting that Phantom Grab or not. I think it's like, what, a 2-second save? That's right. Mine's the suck. Poison coming into the Dillo fight, getting optimal movement here. Or not optimal movement, but optimal boss movement, I should say. Shooting that final spark against the wall so that the piece that travels down the wall hits him as soon as his iframes come out. Demulant losing the cart on the revisit, has to travel back to get the cart again. Not that big of a deal. But he's going to want to make sure that doesn't happen again. Oh, Fly giving us more information about the booty phantom grab on how much time it actually saves. For me specifically, I'm more concerned about the Demulant missed. Demulant dropped the cart again, unfortunately, so he's traveling back to get the cart. And Poison took a. Oh, I think he probably. Poison looks like he took a death on the spikes right before the second submarine, and I'm guessing what happened was his toe touched the platform, and it. He lost his ability to move forward at the proper pace. That actually happened to me recently on PB Pace, and I think I lost my mind a little bit, actually. So it looks like he's keeping it together pretty okay. Demulant maybe on his last visit? I'm struggling to keep track of... he almost lost the cart again. Jumps back on it. No big deal. That must have been his third revisit, so now we're coming through. He needs to make sure he's at full life when he reaches the end of the hallway, or that capsule for Hadoken is not going to spawn. Looks like, honestly, it looks like both of the runners are experiencing some fatigue. Best of 3 is a lot of work. A lot of work on the mind, a lot of work on your momentum, and I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's a lot of games. It's a lot. It's like I said, even one run by itself there's just so much tech. Constantly, you're constantly involved in optimizing movement. That running 3 games back to back is definitely a haul on the mind. And your hands, to be honest. Then we're going for leap here and barely getting it. I mean, barely getting it means you got it though, so not that big of a deal. Poison cut off Octopus's arms, and he's finishing him up with the domes, the rolling shields rather. I sort of have like incorrect names for everything. I'm not really sure why. All right. Looks like Demulant is getting all of the vile skips properly. Getting stunned there. Zero saving the day. Poison moving on to Dillo revisits. Demulant getting Vile Hadoken with no issues, and Poison going for the Phantom Grab and not getting it. Damage boosting through the bat is a good idea there if you weren't charging the Sea Sting, which is what happened. And he's moving on. Oh, Demulant making it through the climb in Sigma 1, going towards Coanger pretty cleanly, almost missing the ladder at the end, but that didn't happen, so... And getting the Coanger Hadoken with no problems. We're going to see Poison go through what he's going through right now 4 times, including this time. Kill the bats, jump on the cart, jump across the pit to see the life container on the right side of the cliff right there, and then jump down the pit. You have to do that 3 times, and then on the 4th time, that's when the Hadoken capsule spawns at the top right. Poison's having a little bit of fun there with his ice sled. It's seems like he may have admitted defeat a little bit, having some fun. Respect for continuing to play though, and you know, this is sort of what I'm talking about with the with these runners. You know, that they always put on a good show, even when things are not particularly going their way, but still having good fun. Demulant getting the penguin Hadoken with no problems. That actually can be a little tricky. Sometimes if you're not quite focused, you can walk into that ice shard or fail your Hadoken input and get hit by the ice shard, or just like straight up walk into the penguin for no reason, you know? I've done that a couple times. Nice gap jumps by Demulant. Misses the third one, but that's okay. Dash, jump, dash. Hadoken on the Eagle on Demulant's side. He always starts with that same ability, so you can always guarantee to do the exact same thing, just like Penguin, actually. So this, out of all the Sigma stages, this one is the most consistent in regard to RNG up until you get to the last boss, Rangda Bangda. The RNG in this stage, or rather this fight, is pretty insane sometimes. And we'll see if Demulant gets a green eye again. And he does. He gets the green eye. He gets the double green eye. Okay, well, he got a blue eye. That's something. And the doors are closing. Left eye never even opened up. He'll probably get the one cycle here and finish off the other eye cleanly. He is the king of the green eye. It's such a weird thing. Poison, he's just having fun. Yeah, so as you're running through this stage where Poison is at the beginning, you're intentionally taking those bonks. I think at this point he's just waiting for Demulant to finish up. Demulant getting Dillo Skip with no problem. I think out of all the tricks on this stage, in my opinion, Dillo Skip is actually the... Okay, well I didn't quite realize that that's what Poison was going for, but he just got a Phantom Grab. He grabbed one of the platforms over to the right. That's pretty incredible. Oh, might end up being his demise there, but holds on. And the platform despawned. Really cool trick to showcase in the run, or in the race rather. I've actually never seen that, so I thank you, Poison, for showing us that. Demulant going for the YOLO Mandrill and getting it. YOLO Mandrill is simply just going for Hadoken right off the spawn instead of trying to freeze him first. Freezing him first is not as fast as the YOLO strat. However, there is a potential for you to take damage and or just miss him entirely. Poison gets the platform again and makes it up to the hallway. Demulant finishing up Sigma 3. It's called Optifly. I love it. I love it. Oh! Poison went for something called The Floor is Lava, where you, instead of jumping off the left wall, you climb up the ladder and jump on the floor quickly and then do a full dash jump over to the door. For the most part in the game, you always want to move towards your exit. So jumping to the left wall and then jumping to the right wall is obviously slower than just jumping straight up and then jumping over to the right wall. But it's pretty dangerous. It's not easy to do. And Florida Door. Yeah, Florida Door would be a good name for it. Yeah, because Florida's Lava... Yeah. Florida's Lava would make sense with the original trick because you're literally avoiding the floor. Florida Door is quite literally exactly what you're doing with that, the more dangerous version of that. Demulant and Sigma 4 now. Killing Sigma's dog. What a meanie, but it has to be done. Lightsaber coming out. Hadoken coming out. We don't care about your lightsaber guy. Get out of here. And the final boss is spawning again. See how the hands treat Demulant today. Or rather, this run. He's already seen this. This is the third time seeing this for these guys within the last 2 hours. Fatigue is setting in. I'm sure they'll both be happy to be done. And 36-19 for Demulant. Looks like Poison is trying to get a drop so he can go for Kuinger skip potentially. I'm not super familiar with that. So I'm thinking that's what he was doing. Yeah, let's see some GGs. You guys already started. Let's see some GGs for Demulant. More GGs. More GGs. I need more. Yes. Feed me the GGs. Berlin. Oh, Berlin dude won, everybody. GS. I respect the GS. Even some GTs, you know, good try. Good everything, you know. I think we might be seeing some more interesting things from Poison here. Maybe could be going for another another Phantom grab on the platforms over there. He's doing a lot of stuff I've never seen before. Yeah, Berlin, happy to be a part of this, to be honest. You know, I was really looking forward to this tournament. This is my first tournament since I started playing X, and it's really nice to see more of the community coming together. I think I joined sort of at a downtime where there hasn't been too many races or anything like that. And I'm just happy to see the community getting together and putting on a good show for everybody during this tournament. Yeah, unfortunately, I missed the first race with these guys, but these last round 2 and round 3 of this semifinal. I think this is the semifinal, right? Pretty sure it is semifinal. Somebody tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'm pretty sure it's semifinal. They were good, very good, very entertaining, and lots of cool tech. you know, really good gameplay, and really interesting to see, like I was talking about earlier, the fatigue, how it starts to settle in after, you know, after a certain amount of time playing this game at such a high level too. I mean, these guys are a much higher level than I am, for sure. Yeah, Demulant, you should have an invite to join the comms if you want to. If you can hear me. I think Poison's just playing around here. Not sure if he's gonna actually finish or not. I'm assuming. Oh. Whoops. Assuming not. Yeah, I assumed that, Berlin. I'm not sure where the lineup is there. I've actually never, like I said, I've never seen this grab before, this phantom grab, so I'm not quite sure where you need to collect the item to make the grab happen. I'm sure it's somewhere within. I see him lining up to try to get like somewhere in the window pane, maybe. Might be the trigger, or the pixel rather. Oh, so you line up on the 3 bars on the ground and then jump. Okay. Hello. How you feeling?
That was, how should I say? I think first match was really close. Second one, I completely lost, so I was a little bit nervous in the third match.
Right.
Yeah, I won, and now I'm just happy.
Yeah. The two. Unfortunately, I missed the first round, but the second and the third rounds were both pretty intense. You know, unfortunately, we saw Poison make some mistakes early on. That, you know, I'm sure you can say whether or not you agree, but making a mistake early in the run really settles the fatigue in, and after just running as much as you guys had, you already have fatigue, and then, you know, making a mistake like that is really hard to mentally come back from. I'm not sure. What's your comment on that?
Yeah, so I already read he did a wrong stage select. He picked Octo first.
Yeah.
Got a game over. I think that's super unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually I've seen that happen so many times to so many people that I purposely go even in a race format, I go so slow when I'm selecting the
Yeah,
levels. 'Cause
yeah,
I'm just
me
like,
too.
I'm like, I do not want to pick the wrong level, man. I don't want to
Yeah.
pick the wrong level.
Yeah, especially in a race, I'm just slowly peeking the stage.
All right, I'm going to invite him in. To this. Poison, you should get an invite to join comms if you want to. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you guys are, even with the mistakes, you know, you guys are at a really high level of play, and it's really interesting to watch, because your movement is really clean, and the tricks that you guys are performing are, you know, really impressive. And it's just a lot of fun, and I'm happy to get the chance to commentate for you guys.
Yeah, it was also a lot of fun for me. I knew that Poison is a really good player, so I was really excited. But now, unfortunately, the third round, I'm not happy about that what happened to him.
Yeah.
I hate mistakes like that.
Yeah. I hear you. Something has to happen, though, right? I mean, if you guys played, if you both played as well as you possibly could, and tied, you know, nobody could move on. So unfortunately, you know, there has to be a loss for somebody to win and somebody to move on. So, I'm just seeing if he wants to join. No, cool. So, who do you think that you'll be up against for your next match? Oh, I think I already know.
Yeah, I also think it's Juice Boy, right?
Actually, I don't know. I think that they still have one more round. There was a little bit of a time issue, and there may be one more round before we know who you're fighting.
The other round is waiting on final review.
Yeah, so I mean, either way, both of those runners are great. That's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah, I really want to see this.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It looks like Poison might not be coming in. Sure, I don't want to hold up the channel and make everybody hang out for no reason. So, well, that was a great race. Really fun. GG. And you definitely deserve it, man. I mean, you put so much work into this game. You know, both of you put a lot of work into this game. So, honestly, I'm happy. Either way, I was happy to see one of you move on. Just, you know, I don't have any favorites here. Pretty much anybody. You know, I pretty much respect all you guys equally, and it's really, really awesome to see you guys playing together. So, if you viewers, if you aren't following these guys, please do me a favor and go slap the follow button right in the face on their channels. I would really appreciate it. I'm sure they will as well. I don't think Poison's joining us, so I think that we should sign off. Demulant, is there anything else that you want to say?
Oh, no. It's all fine.
All right. Well, GG's both of you, and good luck in your next round.
Thanks.
And Poison, actually, I think that's that's Poison's first loss, so he'll be in the losers bracket. So you won't. That's not the last time that you're seeing Poison.
Yes.
So you actually, I mean, you could potentially see him again if I understand the bracket correctly.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I'm going to stop rambling. Have a good night or good day or good evening or whatever it is, wherever you are. And thanks for hanging out, everybody. See you next time.
Thanks. Bye-bye.